Hey, what is going on, guys? It is Greasy, but of course, not Greasy. And today I just wanted to talk about something I'm pretty passionate about right now. Um, Cyberpunk. This game is an experience. I find myself not really enjoying modern games as much as I see others enjoy them, but this game is something else, man. A message that like mirrors our own world and has real true meaning. It gets me to think and really dissect what I think about the game. I don't usually connect to modern games, like I just said. Last of Us, 3D over the shoulder games that tell a story that I feel like has recycled messages in them and themes that they all kind of just blend together for me. Not to say that they're not good games, but I don't care for them personally. I did enjoy God of War 2018, but its sequel left me unimpressed. Same with Ghost of Tsushima. A lot of those modern games people praise. You might think I have no taste, and maybe I do, but it's just my personal opinion. These games aren't very special to me. Cyberpunk, on the other hand, man, is something that amazed me. You play as V. He's not like a silent protagonist. Not his or hers. It's not like a personality you choose. It's V's personality. In the end, you're still V, and you choose what they say. But like seeing V grow didn't feel like I was just making them grow. It was V growing with Johnny. Speaking of Johnny, man, holy shit. This guy is so cool and such an interesting character that I feel like as fleshed out as he was, there's so much more to him we just don't know about. His words, they hold a lot of meaning, and it leaves me wondering if he's someone you can trust or whether he's telling the truth a lot of the time. But, I'm still love him, his ideology, and how it affects V and personality, and it's an excellent for the story and their character growth.
No one gives a shit.
Okay, I'll tell you why I want to destroy Arasaka, but I'll only tell you once. Want to hear it?
All right.
I saw a corpse strip farmers of water, and eventually of land. Saw them transform Night City into a machine fueled by people's crushed spirits, broken dreams, and emptied pockets. Corps have long controlled our lives, taken lots, and now they're after our souls.
Might be right.
The story is excellent. It mixes with the world so well. Everything feels dirty and corrupted, and doing good stands you out from the rest. Not that you're always doing good, some of the actions you make, but helping people does feel like you're a light in the dark. Night City is such a beautiful, disgusting place that you really feel like you're a part of. It's gritty and filled with corruption, but you meet people, have interesting characters and fun storylines. It's like you're truly in the city living this story. I recently played the DLC story, Phantom Liberty, and oh my god, do I regret not playing it sooner. I tried playing it after I finished the main game on my PS5, and I just didn't get through it, stopping very early on. Now that I have the game in my Switch 2, I completed it, and no surprise, it's fantastic. You're trying to save Songbird, and the choice you have to make between helping her or Reed is a hard one. I found myself struggling to choose between options. When it came to it, I ended up helping Songbird escape, but at the last second, I chose to give her to Reed. In the moment, I was so caught up and couldn't make my decision, what I thought was right, and I chose to hand her over, but I kind of regret it. But you learn she betrayed you and lied, and it's a shock, and I thought, what I should do to save myself, a selfish decision I regret, but also don't at the same time. It's so interesting the way this game makes you choose and the way it makes me feel. Everything feels like such a hard decision that's going to affect my real life, but it was an excellent feeling, this mind-ripping feeling trying to choose. And I'm excited to see if I will truly be saved or left for dead. I feel like the choice has an influence of the attitude of the game, and you can choose to be the better person or just another gonk that fights for yourself. And okay, well, I just finished the ending for my story for the DLC, the ending I chose. And it's such a, I don't want to say good ending. It's not like the good ending, but it's such an interesting one. You choose to hand her over to Reed. Reed promises to get you the surgery you need to take Johnny out of your head and save your life. Spoiler alert for people who haven't done this ending or the DLC. And you choose to get him out of your head, and you wake up after the surgery, and you have been in a coma for 2 years. And Reed is like, this is like, you've been in a coma for 2 years, you're saved, but it's not all good. You're going to live, but you won't be able to use any of your implants, no chrome. You won't be able to go back to being the work that you were doing. And you can see V like really struggle with handling this. Like, what am I supposed to do? This was what I did. And eventually you choose to go back to Night City, and you meet up with people, that you knew. I met up with Ripper Doc and Misty, and it's like the whole city's been, kind of taken over by Militech, and Arasaka's left the city, and Misty's leaving, and she says some really interesting things about how you're another face in the crowd now, that you're not as special as you were, and it's easier for you to just be the background character now. And as it ends, you watch V fade away into a crowd of people with a little smile and kind of accept living a normal life. And it's heartbreaking, and it makes me wonder. I don't think that's a good ending for V. I think how it should be is it's you either die and become a legend, or you live, but you don't live a fulfilling life. It's crazy, man. And it just gets me thinking, like, I don't know. It's not the good ending. It's kind of a depressing one, honestly. And you have this amazing conversation with Johnny before you go into surgery, and he's like, there's got to be another way you can do this. If you do this, I'm gonna die. Like, I don't want to die. He's like, I'm not gonna beg for my life, but I'm telling you to maybe reconsider what you're doing. And you tell him, like, I'm sorry, this is my body and I want to live. And he just kind of accepts it, and it's really great.
I know how stress might affect it.
Think this is it, kiddo?
Yes. So,
Think we can find it in our heart to forgive each other?
yeah. I can. You?
Think I can too.
This game is so good, man. I can't fathom. It's amazing. This is truly a modern masterpiece. I am not too familiar with CD Projekt Red's other work. I did try playing The Witcher, and it just didn't click with me. Maybe I'll give it a try now. But I'm just so obsessed with this world and the beauty and beautiful, disgusting world that you're in. It's incredible. And I just wanted to talk about that. I did finish the game a long time ago on my PS5. Or no, I'm on my PS4, and then I went back when I got my PS5 and did all the endings and all that when the game was less buggy. And, I loved it then. But replaying it now on my Switch 2 and having done the DLC, this truly is just one of those games. You know, it's a masterpiece. If I eventually drop like a top 10 games ever list, this one will definitely be on it. Probably in my top 5. It's just such a good game, from the combat to the story to the world to the characters to the writing. It's a masterpiece, and I can't stress for you enough to play it if you haven't. It's just one of those games that I think everybody needs to play. Keanu Reeves did an amazing job with Johnny. I can't stress enough how cool Johnny is. I think he's so awesome. There's a lot of clips and stuff. He's a fun character with really interesting like dialogue and little info you learn about him. He's just a cool guy. I want to do the other endings for the DLC, but I do also want to do all the endings for the main story. I have done them before, but I'd like to do them again. But I'm still completing this game, but I'm giving it a 10 out of 10. I mean, I've completed it before on another console, but now that I've played the DLC, I can confidently give it a 10. The history of this game is pretty well known. It came out of Buggy Mess. People were hating on it, making memes and stuff, but they've truly redeemed themselves with how the care they put into it, with a lot of free updates, a lot of cleaning and stuff, making everything just run perfect. And it runs amazing on the Switch. All the footage you see is me playing it on my Switch 2, and it runs amazing, plays amazing. It's a great way to play it. I mean, if you have a Switch 2 and you're looking for a game to play, get Cyberpunk. If you didn't, I don't know why you wouldn't. I almost didn't get it because I was like, I've already played this game. I don't need to play it again. And I did, and I don't regret it. This game is a masterpiece, a real piece of art. And I'm happy that I've played it and gotten to experience such a beautiful piece of work. God, I'm playing as female V right now. I played as male V in my original run. I do think that male V, I like female V, but I feel like male V has more range with like his emotions sometimes. Like, I feel like female V she's got like 2 modes, and it's either serious or sarcastic. Like, there's no in between. And that's the same for male V. But I remember when I played as male V, there's like a lot of like, it's such 2 great voice actors, man. Just 2 great voice actors. I mean, I can't choose. I'm not going to say, oh, I like male V better, I like female V better. I mean, they're the same character. The voice acting is both top notch for each character, but I do really like male V, especially towards the end of the game. No spoilers. But yeah, dude, if you guys haven't played this, give it a try. Giving it a 10 out of 10. I'd give it a 20 out of 10 if I could. This is a great game. I'm really enjoying it. I can't put it down. Like, being able to play it handheld as well. Like, I gotta go do something and I gotta like wait in my car for 30 minutes. I just boot up Cyberpunk and I just have fun. It does drain the fuck out of the battery though. I do believe it's only like 2 hours until it dies. But I mean, I never really like, if I'm like playing Cyberpunk out, I'm gonna be playing it for like 30 minutes to an hour, and that's only getting it to like 40%, and then I'm done and I go home and then I charge it. It's really not that big of an issue. If it was like a long car ride, I'd probably choose not to play it because it would die pretty fast, and I'd probably choose something a little bit less straining on the system. I have heard that people have had problems with their Switch overheating running Cyberpunk. My house is pretty hot. I only have like a fan. I don't have air conditioning or anything. So like my room can get kind of hot sometimes, especially if I'm not running that fan. and I've never had problems with it overheating. And I live in a really, really warm place. Like like it gets up to like the 100s. So I've never had a problem with it. No, never had a problem with it. So I mean, I don't know what they must be living in some pretty crazy places or playing it directly in the sunlight, trying to fucking get it to overheat, man, because I don't have any problems with it. But yeah, it's a great game. I love it dearly. CD Projekt Red fucking cooked with this one, guys. This is just, I just wanted to gush about this game a little bit. I mean, still playing through it. Like, main story wise, I'm about at the part where you are trying to talk to Takamura, stuff like that. And yeah, it's just awesome. I can't recommend it enough. I am greasy, but of course not literally. And if you guys enjoyed the video, please consider liking and subscribing. It would mean a lot to me. And yeah, keep on keeping on, guys.